Good morning Summit Fire Sprinkler Installation Crew. This week's safety meeting pertaining to safety training for the construction industry. Volume 45 Issue 52 December 26, 2022. Titled Safety Data Sheets, SDSs, alert you to the hazards of a specific product or chemical. They let you know the steps you'll need to take to protect yourself when you use, transport or store a chemical. So, before you use any hazardous chemical, be sure to read and understand its SDS. Every SDS is written in a specific 16-section format so it's easy for you to find the information you need in order to work safely. These are the sections and what they tell you. 1. Identification, names the hazardous chemical, lists its recommended uses and restrictions, and has the contact information for the manufacturer or supplier including the emergency phone number. 2. Hazard identification, lists the hazards of the chemical and may include signal words, pictograms, and more. 3. Composition/information on ingredients, provides information on the chemical's ingredients. 4. First aid measures, includes first aid instructions for each route of exposure, skin, inhalation, etc., and key symptoms. 5. Firefighting measures, gives recommendations on how to fight a fire caused by or involving the chemical. 6. Accidental release measures, explains emergency procedures, lists necessary PPE, and describes methods of containment and cleanup in case there's a spill. 7. Handling and storage, lists precautions for safe handling and storage, including incompatibilities. Don't assume that similar chemicals have the same hazards. Educate yourself by reading each SDS. 8. Exposure control/personal protection, indicates exposure limits, engineering controls, and PPE that can be used to minimize your exposure. 9. Physical and chemical properties, lists the chemical characteristics like appearance, color, smell, flash point, etc. 10. Stability and reactivity, describes reaction risks and changes in appearance that indicate danger. 11. Toxicological information, includes routes of exposure, symptoms of exposure, and the acute and chronic effects the chemical can have on your health. 12. Ecological information, explains environmental effects of a chemical release or spill. 13. Disposal considerations, lists safe ways to dispose of, recycle, or reclaim the chemical and its container. 14. Transport information, explains requirements for shipping and transporting the chemical. 15. Regulatory information, lists regulations from government agencies that control the product. 16. Other information, includes when the SDS was prepared and when it was last revised. Safety reminder. Don't assume that similar chemicals have the same hazards. Educate yourself by reading each SDS.